Makers.
Defi on the beat.
What's going on, everybody? Hold on, I got to get some people on here, but they did it already. Reek and Chris Cruz, what's up?
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Well, I'm driving, so you guys have control of the live shot, not me.
You're always driving.
I'll try to stop at a rest stop, because I don't want to be driving the whole time,
All right.
So look at this, 73 beautiful soul already watching us, everybody. Thanks for being here. What a fantastic announcement. All kinds of different projects that are going to be partnering with Safe Creek and Chris. What are your thoughts on it? I mean, obviously, there's some questions people are asking about this whole Pancake Swap thing. I don't think it's necessarily a partnership with Pancake Swap, though, right? It's not a partnership with Pancake Swap, is it?
That's one thing people are confused with. He brought up Pancake Swap as kind of a way to say, hey, all these projects are on Pancake Swap and they all have been established in this system for a while. These partnerships are with different projects, creating liquidity pairs with those projects. Yeah, they're going to be transacting through Pancake Swap, and I know some are saying, well, why not just wait and bring all these to Uxie? The problem is you don't have all these people using Uxie yet. So, how do you get people into your ecosystem? You partner with established projects that have established people, established communities. Then you bring them over, and once they're over into the ESCO ecosystem, now when you bring this to Vulcan, any new project that pairs with that goes on Uxie and Vulcan and is part of the Vulcan ecosystem, I anticipate there will be a LP pair created with those tokens, and then you'll see that start on the Vulcan side. So this is just a way of getting that group of people that's already in BSC over to Vulcan when they come to Vulcan. I anticipate bigger things to come with this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a genius move to get that interaction going, right? Like, you want people to start, like, it's even before the Vulcan blockchain, because then you got all of these different communities that are already on the Binance Smart Chain. They're already interacting with Pancake Swap and others like Bog Swap and Uniswap. Because the reality is you can use all those any swap you want, But if you're getting them involved, and they know now because of this new interaction with this liquidity pool and the arbitrage opportunities that have now been brought about, plus the Safuugo forcing other projects to be brought up in price, it's going to create excitement and then want to know more about what this is, what this person is, what else is he doing? Oh, there's a blockchain. What's this blockchain? And then so on and so forth. We get more interest from a lot more communities. That's for sure. There's going to be a lot of communities that are going to be involved in this, right?
Yeah, that's what I see. That it, to me, everything I got from yesterday and today was Bryan is putting eyes on Safuugo, Uxie, and Vulcan, putting eyes on them. So he's going to do his marketing campaign, but half his marketing is right there. It is right there because there are going to be so many projects. They're going to have their eyes on the Pancake Swap. They're going to that in itself, Safuu, and then when they see Vulcan and then they see Uxie, there's a whole lot of projects out there right now. Maybe not right now, in the next couple of weeks, that are going to be like, hey, look at this. Look at what's going on over here. Look at this Safuugo. Look at Vulcan. Look at Uxie. And that to me, it's organic marketing is what he's doing. Is the way I see it.
Yeah, very organic. And I know some of the FUDsters, like, do these projects even know they're partnering with him? Anybody can create an LP pair, but what it is
yeah, I was like, what kind of question is that? Like, of course they know.
They know their partner, but Bryan's creating the LP pair. The partnership, like that token may not be like, oh, okay, we want in the partner. But what it's going to do is when they see, if you see how he timed this out, he's allowing the buildup of ESCO to happen. So allowing all that buzz to build, and then he can create these LP pairs. Now, what's going to happen is once these partnerships, once these projects know they're paired with ESCO and they see the price going up, they're going to be like, huh. And it's going to get all those people sucking in. It's FOMO at its best. and they're all going to come in, and it's going to be amazing. And whether
They all
know
had to
not,
interact with Bryan and the team too, though. Like,
yeah,
right? I mean, because like it doesn't work unless they approve you for it. Like,
yeah,
so
but,
they obviously have to know about it.
These 500 that he's creating, or the 100 he's creating. I think he's creating 100 at first himself. Those 100 he's creating on his own, creating the LP pairs to kind of get their communities involved too. Anybody else who wants to come in, once they see this working and they want to pair up, they're going to have to do it on their own and come in and be approved. But it's just funny. They want to say something.
Yeah, they cannot do it on their own. That's what I'm saying. Like they have to come and get approved though.
Yeah. But these first ones Bryan's creating on his own, and he's using established projects kind of like to build the buzz. Obviously, you want to get more communities in. It's just funny how people just want to say negativity about it.
Well, it's a win-win for both the project and the protocol. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. I can't see why it wouldn't be any project that's out there. Oh, wait a minute. You want to put more eyes on our project while you're doing your project? Oh, okay. That's the way I see it. I mean, I might be naive about that, but I mean, the way I see it is that people are going to be like, sure, well, legitimate projects are going to be wanting to do something like this, and Bryan's open to doing it. So everybody wins. A project that doesn't have anything to do with Safuugo, Vulcan, and all that all our community is going to see their projects, and their projects are going to see our community, and vice versa. It's going to be a win-win for everybody.
So we have a super chat that came in from Cedric Harris.
Yeah, I'll read it. Can you please explain the Safuugo protocol in short and why it's worth investing? Something about arbitrage. I've been away for a while. Wow, he's been away for a strong while. Okay, so basically Safuugo is going to be using the LP with Safuu and Safuugo. They're going to create one LP pair with that. They're going to have a BNB LP pair. There are arbitrage opportunities, but the greatest thing is if you get in early, no one owns any tokens. No team owns any tokens. So this price is going to go through the roof at first. It is going to go through the roof. There is rebasing at 1% a day for the first year, and that goes down. There's also vaporization. So every single transaction is going to vaporize tokens, and they're going to vaporize down to 5,000 ESCO tokens at the floor, the minimum that they can go down to. And they anticipate being there every single year at 5,000. So we're starting at 50,000. We're going to go down to 5,000. So you understand what's going to happen. Now they're going to control this with different mechanisms. This is just a brief overview. I don't want to go in because if I go through the white paper, we'll be here for 20 minutes of me explaining. There's different mechanisms that will vaporize to adjust the price out of the LP by vaporizing ESCO tokens out of the LP, which will adjust the price. That's the drive system. Then it will take in the time-weighted average price using the TWAP. There's so many things that go on that will adjust and AI drive the price here with this. There's many different mechanisms. In my opinion, this is an amazing buy, an amazing opportunity to make money. Then when you get all the arbitrage opportunities involved, you're going to have so many different pools and different pools with different pricing. So you can buy into one pool, sell into another pool. This will create arbitrage opportunities for traders alike with low tax, 1.5%. This is a amazing opportunity to make a lot of money. Now, Cedric Harris, would advise you to go read the white paper. It's out. It is, or you can watch my video. I have a video where I go over the white paper in its entirety with all the mechanisms, because it is a long, and it's just long, and there's a lot of acronyms that Bryan likes to use to explain different things. So I would advise you to go read that if you have. But yes, definitely read it.
So another thing that I want people to realize is that, again, and everyone knows this, but I'm just going to say that you can only buy Safuugo in the first 12 hours. In the first 12 hours using Safuu. Okay. Now, what that means though is if let's pretend that you want to take profit in the first 12 hours. Well, that means that you're going to be swapping Safuugo for safuu. I mean, I hope you guys understand that, right? So that means that let's just put a number. You started with 100 safuu, you swapped it, and you got 3 Safuugo. Let's pretend that happened. Now you have these 3 Safuugo, and the price has gone up to $100, right? Now, when you take that Safuugo and you swap it, and you have, let me go back to the beginning. You have $100 worth of safuu. You swap it for 3 Safuugo, and it goes up to $100 each. Now you have $300 worth of Safuugo. If you want to take profit at that point, you're going to get $300 worth of safuu back. So, I mean, just so you guys understand what that means, you're going to get safuu if you're taking profit. Unless you want to wait, you can still wait, but then the liquidity pool in the BNB pool is going to be very thin because it's just starting and there's only $25,000 worth of BNB in there, right? So you got to remember that. If you go in there and you start like Safuugo has gone up to 200, 300, 5,000, whatever it is, and you go to swap it in there, you're going to lose a lot of money. So you got to let this. But if you can take profit in the first 12 hours, it's going to be paid out in safuu.
We're losing you, Daniel.
Be different.
Yeah, we are losing Daniel. Pride, I'll send you.
Can you guys not hear me?
You're
I'm
breaking
sorry.
up really bad. Pride, I'll send you the link for this hat. Yeah, we lost Pride. We lost him.
Yeah, he's. I think he's talking still. So.
When does he stop talking? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So for anybody who didn't see the thing we're talking about in the partnership, I'm just going to add it to the screen here. So this is the exact slides that Bryan went through on the partnership today. As you could see, he put PancakeSwap, but the power of the Go network is established with BEP20 project token. So that's where everything's coming, and that's where the partnership's really based. PancakeSwap is just the vessel of the tokens. So now we can see 125 million in total liquidity spread across 500 plus pairs. I think this is the destination of what he wants to have happen because people keep asking, and I see a lot of people asking, where's he coming up with $125 million to create all these LP pairs? This is the destination, the goal. It's not what's going to be started. We understand that so far with the SIF, what he's collected from the SIF, he can make 100 plus. He can make about 100 pairs with that. So this is probably the goal. So don't read too much into it. Now, what happens with multi-liquidity pool pairs? You have global arbitrage. Obviously, you can arbitrage. You have price appreciation because everybody's trading for what from all these pairs? ESCO. So ESCO is like becoming the main token. It's kind of like acting as its own utility, which gives it a multiple chances of price appreciation and community adoption. So once you establish projects, communities leading to new holder acquisition. So this is the big point here with community adoption.
Greek, I don't think that's what that is. Going back to what you just said, if you want, we should just listen to Bryan say it again. Just go to the video and let's listen to him talk about it. But I think with that 125 million is the total amount that all the liquidity pools that he's picked from is. So it's already there. It's certainly not.
That could
125 million is not the amount that he's going for. He wants to go into the billions of dollars with this. Yeah, so that's what it is now.
Taking all the pairs he's picked, yeah, that's probably where it's at. That's
where it is altogether. It's not what we're going to get to, because it's going to get more than that, way more than that.
So he broke this out into Go Network rollout. It's in 6 stages, 6 weeks. Basically, the first week he's going to go with he calls it the AI Foundation, and he's using projects, 4 of them here: Fetch AI, Singularity DAO, or iChain, Matrix AI Network. So this is in week 1. how he's going to bring these AI projects on board. And as you can see, Fetch AI has 129.7 million market cap right now. Singularity DAO 12.6 million, Ori Chain 5.4 million, and Matrix AI 4.4 million. So this is just the start. And then as he goes further, week 2 schedule, he's going to be Battle Affinity, AI Right, C plus Charge, and Dot Moves. And then week 3, you bring on more with Drip, which we all know Drip. We know One, we know Kiwi, we know BNB Pot. And week 4, even more. Week 5, even more projects. Week 6, even more projects. And then the power of the Go Network. Millions of new eyes through word of mouth engagement. This is the most powerful form of marketing, because when you get all these new projects, what are they going to do? They're going to start talking. When people start talking, that's word of mouth. That gets to more people than something you pay millions of dollars for that people see, but they don't hear it. Because what's one thing? When you hear something from your friend, you are more likely to check into it than if you hear it from just a billboard that you see on the side of the road. So that's how important word of mouth marketing is. We want to onboard new users and arbitrage between multiple liquidity pools, which will create a ton of trading. So let's freaking go. Whew. That's it in a nutshell, what he went over this morning. Obviously, if you want to hear it from Bryan's mouth, go rewatch. I anticipate you guys will all already have watched, but if you haven't watched, go rewatch, because it's important to watch and hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, because NR, I think it was NR was asking questions in the text. I didn't really get a chance, but I saw some of them coming in, and one of them was, I actually haven't seen it. I don't know if that was him or NR or Julian that were saying that, but they hadn't seen it, so they were asking questions. You got to see it in order to understand it a little bit better. If you have not seen this, then go watch it, everybody. It's on Bryan Legend's channel.
Yeah.
But we could go to it, I mean, if you guys want. I just stopped. So I'm able to be a little bit more comfortable now.
Right now, I have this up on the screen. This is where he actually starts talking. He goes to the next slide.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. If you want to play,
let's do it.
Can you hear it?
You got to share the audio of it.
Yeah, you got to share the tab, or if you're going to go with the whole screen, you got to click the audio button at the bottom.
I did not. I thought I did.
You could just click share the tab also, and then it automatically does
check mark at the bottom.
This figure that you're seeing here is ginormous. And this is exactly how much money will be floating around with Safuu Go with all these liquidity pairs. Yes, this is how much that I am putting into the ecosystem and how much the ecosystem will be worth. All these Safuu Go pairs are actually delivered and paired upon. So if you haven't read this, it's $125 million USD, guys. So it's much more in Australian dollars. 125 million USD in liquidity across the network that we're actually doing here, okay? Now, it says here it's spread across 500 plus pairs. Now, we'll go through the roadmap and I'll show you how long. It obviously takes a little while to get to 500 pairs. It's a lot of work to do and a lot of liquidity to add. But this is exactly how bullish this news is, guys. $125 million. So for those people that have been in Discord the last few days or the last weeks and said, this Safuu Go sounds great, but what about the liquidity? Where's the liquidity? Oh, where's the liquidity? Well, here's how we're going to deliver the liquidity to you guys. So multi-liquidity pool pairs, okay? So I'll go through this. The global arbitrage opportunity that most of you guys are already aware means that if we're pairing with, let's say, 500 pairs of whatever those project tokens are, all those project tokens can literally be used to arbitrage against each other, also against BNB, and also against Safuu Go. So there's so much trading, swing trading, day traders. This is your dream. I can tell you that. If you're a swing trader or day trader, this is your dream opportunity, honestly, to get in and start making some serious moolah. So never-ending buy and sell opportunities, which it isn't. It is never-ending buy and sell opportunities. The more pairs that we create, the more pairs that we bring on board, the more projects that we collaborate with, the more that you guys trade, the more arbitrage exists. This whole thing is never-ending, and it's a complete madness. Honestly, it is complete and utter madness. And who else that could even think or comprehend this would be none other than a visionary like myself, right? So price appreciation, guys, I've already mentioned this, that yes, if you're arbitraging across all these pairs, then it means that the Safuugo token now has that much underlying utility. Nevertheless, all this AI that we built into the protocol with vaporizing, race pods, all this stuff is huge utility that no other token has, let alone all these meme tokens which do nothing, right? But they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We're building out something that has true utility and that you will see direct price appreciation of ESCO 4. So community adoption, guys. Yes, we're tapping into established communities. So if you put yourself into my mindset, right? I like to make my money go a long way, all right? So if I don't need to put in as much money as what others would need to, which means that all I need to do is tap into existing communities which have been there for months or years on end, and they have a large following and have large Discord communities and Twitter and all this. If we can tap into that at literally next to a zero cost, I mean, obviously it's costing me with LP, right? But it's next to zero cost for marketing directly. Like there's no marketing dollars directly spent apart from my time and effort on these live streams and doing what I do behind the scenes, right? But it is community adoption. So the more we can adopt these community members in, all right, let's say if we reach out to 500 Discord communities and each one has 10,000, members, how many members do you think of that we can convert into our own Safuugo ecosystem in Discord, right? Think of the potential here, how many users that we'll actually get from this. It is absolutely huge, guys. Next slide is the rollout, okay? So
our goal was a natural looking.
All right, I figured you guys had, I don't know if everybody wants to sit there and rewatch the whole entire AMA, but that's
that was a good part.
Yeah, that's the gist of what we were just talking about, and kind of wanted to reiterate coming out of Bryan's mouth. That's awesome news.
I'm ecstatic, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the biggest DeFi partnership, what to expect. But when you, if you just partnered with one project, that's a normal partnership, that happens. This is multiple projects, so it's huge. And the scope is going to be seen in weeks' times. We're going to be seeing all this. It's going to be amazing. I am excited. And of course, the price just keeps going up. As you know, Safuu 12 hours you have to get in for the first 12 hours, and people are buying it up. And we are in the final, what is it here? 3 days, 7 hours, 36 minutes right now. And you're seeing people just getting more and more excited, and they're buying and buying and buying because they know the power that's coming.
Well, Greek and Chris, there's 150 people watching, so I have a surprise for everybody, a little bit of comedy that I put together.
I don't know what to expect. This always
it's going to be funny. You're going to absolutely love it. All of you guys are going to love it. Everybody loves these skits. So what have we been facing? What's the question that we've been facing over and over and over again when it comes to Vulcan? Everybody knows it, and it goes a little something like this.
Can someone help me, please? I haven't been here in a long time.
I haven't been around in a long time. It's been a while.
I'm sorry if anybody's asked this question, but if someone can please help me, it would be helpful. When launch? 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 So no one's going to answer me. Is that the way it is? Come on. It's only been a few months. And it was Safuu. Now it's Safuu X. Where's my Safuu? Anybody know? Can someone help me? Please?
I mean, I got a life too, don't I? I got a life. What's wrong with this guy?
Now, I haven't been around in quite a while, but I sacrificed Safuu, and I don't know what to do next.
I just asked, what happened to the Safuu? I sacrificed the Safuu. Why is this guy getting all pissed off about this?
Guys, I sacrificed my Safuu some time ago. Does anybody know when we're launching?
I didn't do anything. I haven't seen what's going on. Can someone tell me? Why is this guy pissed off? When lunch? I don't know. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. What's the big deal? What's this guy's problem? When lunch? When lunch? When lunch? When lunch?
Something's wrong with you.
You gotta include where's the DAP in that. And all your where's the DAP one should be its own video.
Where's the DAP was a different time, you know. So this was a different one because of when launch. That's how many times we keep on getting when launch left and right. It's crazy.
I just love it because he's saying stuff that this is what I hear daily in my comments. I sacrifice my safety. That was a comment I just responded to this morning. I sacrifice my safety in Vulcan. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, where's the safuu? What's going on? I'm confused. I haven't been around in a while. That's why I had the one guy say, oh, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, whatever. Like, that's how long you've been gone, bro. Come on, please. So yeah, there's a lot of people.
And now I heard about Vulcan. Then where's Vulcan now? And now it's safuu go. What? I can. Oh, nope.
I like the ones where they're like, where's safuu X? What happened to safuu X? You're like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, the best is when people just come in straight up about just where's what happened to my safuu. Like they don't even know about safuu X. They don't even know about that. Like you're just like, what the? I don't know.
I like how they in too. I have not paid attention for months.
Yeah.
Preface
Where
this,
have you been,
and then,
man?
can you
Seriously.
please help me? No, you just said you haven't paid attention for months.
I guess people get busy, man, and we're just not thinking of the reality of life.
Matt brings up a great point. Every single person who asks these questions is not gonna claim the flex or the power pull problem. So that's benefiting everybody who does.
Yeah, and the legendary club is like set up for that. That's
exactly. Yeah, they got to
be all over it.
Big portion.
Well, somebody has sold. We're down to 174, 176. So it's not too bad. But somebody sold a bunch, like $37,000 worth of safuu. So someone took a big profit.
Oh yeah, a lot of sales coming in.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if you analyze the chart and everything like that, I mean, I don't know if I would be if I had that kind of position, and I don't know their what's going on in their life and everything like that, but I wouldn't be selling that much right before this, this launching in a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking to see if there's maybe they bought a while ago and they're taking a massive profit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I think this is one of those broad swap things.
Confirmed. But
what?
They're saying pancake swap sold, not confirmed.
Oh, pancake swaps. Okay. Yeah, because it's if you look at the wallet, I was going over this earlier, or I think it was yesterday. I can't tell what that wallet is. Is pancake swap 06B8? Is that them?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
But they are so annoying, aren't they? My goodness, they just can't.
They still have 100,000 safuu.
Well, I mean, the liquidity pool is really thick. So these sells, if they were to sell even 100,000, they'll probably go down to like $1.50. If they were to sell all 100,000 or something,
Bryan,
you know what I mean?
6 million liquidity before we were on the live, and now we're at 5.8. So it was.
I don't think.
Because there's been a number of sells. Yeah. There's been a number. I think it's people taking profit, and a lot of the other people, though, you could see these smaller sells are just stupid people that are like, "Someone sold," and then they panic sell. Like they just can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves. But the 37,000 one and the $5,000 one. There's a 4,000. These might be profit takers.
Yeah, I think it is profit takers, Daniel, because if you look at this wallet over the last couple of days, they've been buying huge chunks of safuu.
Yeah. But then right after, someone took advantage of the dip at 174, bought $12,000 worth. So there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
had a
don't
SIF
think that
buy
dip's
too.
going to last too long, though. Who knows?
Brian's using the SIF again to buy, so that's good. That is good.
Yeah, what's the deal with that though? Is it still buying with the SIP and then burning?
So what happens is all the SIF when it does buy, I'm not sure if it gets transferred to the old fire pit wallet, and Brian said he's like $1.5 million before he burn the null address like he did last time. Remember the 3 million burn? But
Yeah.
the bots and everything in the Discord pick up where the circulating supply actually is. So it's picking up as if those coins are sent to the null address. They're just not sitting in the null address right now. They're sitting in that intermediary fire pit wallet.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting low, bro. Like 13,662,976 safuu.
And just picture when all this volume's going through this whole ecosystem, the burn's going to be pretty legit.
Yeah. And it's going to make this price just go up. I mean, it's like I am going to go like all in for Safuugo, but I do have that like side of me. Like, I think Chris, you were talking about this where you might want to hold. Were you saying that, or was it somebody else? You might want to hold some of your Safuu to see where this price goes, because I don't know. This is going to be nuts, especially the first 12 hours. I think Safuu goes way up in the first 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm splitting my bag 50-50. So I'm going into Safuugo with half the 3 bags, so the half of each bag, and then I'm keeping half of them for Safuu. Just to I'm going to go long range. I want to see what this like several weeks from now. So I'll take that. I don't think it's a gamble. I think it's more along the lines of I have time. I don't have to rush in there, so I might get a piece of the pie on any kind of arbitrage or anything like that.
There is an advantage too. That arbitrage opportunity, like kind of keeping half back to see how the arbitrage is flowing and play that. I was thinking my whole bag going all into ESCO, then seeing if ESCO really runs up, then I can actually get my original back and get some Safuu and still have like 90% of the bag in ESCO. And then now I'm in a good spot where now I have Safuu sitting there, I have ESCO sitting there, and then I can see how everything is operating. Once BNB goes live, that creates a whole other lots of fun.
Yeah, I know when that goes live, that's going to be really interesting to see, because the Safuu side is going to be so high. I mean, it's going to be like each Safuu go is going to be worth a lot of money, a lot of Safuu in this case, right? Whereas then when that BNB, he says that it's going to be the same price, but I don't know how that works. I guess it has to, but then do not sell though. Don't everybody in the first minutes and hours of the BNB Safuu Go pool, do not sell into that pool. I'm telling you, you're going to get screwed over.
Yeah, my plan is just ahead of time. Just my plan going in is to do like 50-50 and to hold for at least a week. I want to see how things go, and I'm not going to freak out. Price goes down. I'm not going to rush in. Price goes up. I want to see how it works out, how it goes, because I truly think that this is my overall plan. A week, at least a week, a couple weeks into it, and then I'm going to start doing day trading between the pairs. That's my plan, is to go. So the wallets won't be split anymore. They'll end up coming together. Which opportunity arises, and then I'll just be going back and forth day trading between the pairs and following what the diamond. Is that what Nacho was saying?
Yeah, I love the Skodar.
The Skodar, yeah. That's why he was making such a big deal about that because he wanted to be able to just say Skodar. But who do we have here in the comments? Let's see, because we haven't really looked at the comments yet. Arnold Lee was first, at least on my page, I think. Maybe this is my page, or was it Tartan Madman was second? Okay. Curly was third. Pietro Savastano comes into the show, and Robert Cato round out the top 5. Good to see everybody there. Biz Entertainment, welcome to Vulcan News Network. Make sure you at the person that you're talking to so that you don't get us, the hosts, confused. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I saw Chris go into the comments and say hi to everybody. That's when I said, Chris, just come on. I just sent you the message. It's 10:20 p.m. here. I'm seriously going to get on this piss after that and call in sick tomorrow. This is financial freedom at its finest. I'm bulging hard. What?
I don't want any more explanation about that comment.
That's
I
fine.
don't want to know anything else about it. That bag you brought up before they sold the remainder of their safe.
Yeah, 139K is what 150K sell. Yeah.
Yeah, so the price is down to 157 now.
All right. So then was that the pancake swap one that you were talking about?
No, I don't think so, because that over the last couple of days they've been buying huge chunks of.
Oh, so that's the one that's been buying the big ones and then they sell. That's like that's that number 4 wallet. That's what they do.
Yeah, so now I have a buying opportunity, so I may be on mute for a minute.
Okay. I would wait just a little bit because they still have more to sell, don't they? Did you look at their wallet?
They cleaned out. So,
Okay, there you go. So then, yeah, this is the one. This is the time to buy because then
They're completely done. Their wallet has 0 left, and that's what I'm kind of fiddling in the background to try to.
That's what I was fiddling around. That's why I went quiet for a second because
yeah, do it. Go because they're gonna buy back in. That's what they do. They keep on doing the same thing. It's like you can set your watch to it. They do the same thing all the time. They buy, they sell, they dump it all, and then they buy back right back. Like, even in the same day sometimes. So you might get a pump right after you buy. So this is the time to do it, especially if they're out. If they have more, then you have to wait. But if they're out, then do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's to me, this is definitely a buying opportunity. A big red candle to me is always where I get excited.
Yeah. Great AMA, but from Bryan, very excited for launch on Wednesday night. Yes, so are we. We have an 8-hour live starting at 12 noon Eastern time that we're going to just be talking all day with each other. All you guys are, it's going to be on everyone's channels.
I'll be on the first hour of that, and then as I'm driving home from work, I'll rejoin you. So
there you go. So that's what we're planning, everybody. So
Prado for 8 hours talking. It's like his dream.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be on the entire 8 hours. Like, I got to take a break, get something to eat, stuff like that. But everybody else will be on. So,
yeah,
it'll be multiple channels involved. Chris Cruz, Greek, mine, Mrs. Worldwide's channel as well. And anybody else who wants to come on. Mela Fella Crypto. I know that you're going to want to be involved in that as well. So you can come on, add your channel to it. Let's get everybody going on that day so that we can have a huge day of celebration. And then it's 8 hours because at 8, when the live stream is over, that's when the window opens, the 2-hour window, everybody. So we're going to go off the air. It's probably going to be more like a 7.5 hour, not 8 hour, because I'm also going to want, like I said, we'll be taking turns and people will be coming on and off and stuff. But we'll probably go until about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, and then we'll go off and everybody gets ready to go make their buy and make this happen. It's going to be a huge night.
And get their spacesuits ready. Make sure you are prepared. Thank you so much, Fowler, for the super chat. And we got another one from Cedric Harris. Need to hear DP guess on price within a month. They want Prado's price predictions.
A price prediction for SCO, as Nacho says?
Yeah.
It's going to be freaking, I've said this already many times, but like, I think that we're like at $1,000 in the first hour. And maybe even more in the first hour. Now, where it ends up settling down to, it's still going to be high. It's going to be up there. It's going to be $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Because understand that the more money that comes in, the higher that market cap gets, the higher the liquidity pool becomes, and the healthier that gets. But while all this is happening, everybody, this is getting vaporized. These things are being they're being eliminated out of the picture, and so that means that we're we started with 25,000 in each pool, and each pool is going to be dwindling very rapidly. I don't even know how we go to a year, like he said. I just don't see that happening. I think it's going to be like probably a month or two that we get to 5,000, and then this thing is, if it catches fire like what Pepe did and other coins when they become very popular, if it catches fire like that and we get to $1 billion, that means that this thing is going to be like it's going to be like $100,000 per Safuugo, which is, I know sounds crazy, but that's what we're looking at. I mean, just that $50 million market cap, everybody, and 5,000 coins, just that 50 million means that they're $5,000 each. Okay. So, I mean, the sky is the limit. That's what and then with all these partnerships and everybody else wanting to get involved, Safuu price getting jacked up, all these other projects seeing that happen because of this arbitrage experiment, they're going to be like, I want to do the same thing too. And then all these other partners are going to, on top of the ones that are already there that Bryan has set up. I mean, there's just going to be so much Safuugo flying around that I don't see it going anything but straight up to the moon and beyond. We might get to Jupiter, like I always say. So yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Antonio Dates with the super chat says, Bryan reminds me of Professor X with facial hair and his new look. Laugh out loud. That's right. He does look like Professor X. He has the intellect and foresight to match. Can't wait for Wednesday at 8 p.m. launch. Yes. Thank you so much.
Time zone guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most normal people are like,
I hear you.
just because you're out there.
7
Where's
p.m.
it again?
Central Standard Time is the time.
Central Standard Time, huh? Is that, I mean, like, here's the thing about the Central Standard Time. Where is it? I wanted to show everybody this. I already did that one. I can't do that one again. Never mind. I was gonna play the no one cares, like a different one.
Yeah.
But I have another one, but it's a bad one, and I don't want to say that to you. It's an FU. It says FU at the end.
Oh, you've done that one for me before.
Huh?
You've done that for me before.
No, not FU. I've never played that for you. I've never said that to you.
I think you texted me that one.
I've never said FU to you, Greek, ever.
No, as a joke, you sent me that. Well, you weren't saying it to me. You just sent me that video.
Oh, okay. Now, yeah, because I thought you were talking about me saying it to you. Like, I've never said that to you.
It might have been one where you're like, this is what I want to tell the fudders. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like that, me sharing it with you, but I've never.
Yeah.
I've
No,
never.
I never said you
like,
did it through me. You shared it with me.
The one that I did say was no one gives an F, like, which is the video when I was making fun of the Central Stand. That's different, but not FU. That I would never say. I would never say that to you.
You never would say that to me.
I never would.
Yeah, I just want to be clear.
All right, so FU about it. I'm just playing.
And Fowler showing some love on your channel as well. Spacesuit ready to the moon.
Oh, thank you so much, Fowler. Or as Bryan says, Fowler. Fowler. That's what he kept on saying, bro.
Oh, man.
I was about to watch Bryan's live, but I see you, gentlemen. Can you spoil the surprise partnership for me? I don't mind. Yeah. Well, it's just a multiple partnership. People thought that at first, because the first thing you see in this video is Pancake Swap. He thought he was partnering with Pancake Swap, but it's not a Pancake Swap partnership. But this is like, I think most of this to me, and Greek and Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just the way I think, because Bryan being a marketing person, this is all marketing. This entire thing is just about marketing. That's all this is. He's creating this. We're going to get an opportunity. We're going to make money. We're having fun. We're talking about it. Wednesday's going to be crazy. But I think this is all marketing for the Vulcan blockchain.
Yeah.
So that he can be able to bring all these people and say, oh, by the way, look at all this over here that we're doing. By the way, we got this thing coming out.
Yeah.
And it's called the Vulcan blockchain. And we're doing it over there too.
And
that's what I think this is.
The more pairs you create, the more trading you get, the more volume you get. And when people start seeing huge amounts of volume, They just associate that with, oh, this is something I need to get in, builds FOMO, and it keeps building on itself. So it's a great thing. And people like to trade. So this is a good thing too for a lot of traders, all these pairs. I'm very excited about it.
Well, Jaime Garcia Prieto says, great volume for Vulcan. GVOL will be extremely appreciated once the DAO gets in place and volume rises exponentially. I'm curious about that GVOL governance Vulcan and where that price ends up for that, because that could be worth a lot of money even at the very beginning. I mean, it could be worth more than the Vulcan by itself. I don't know. Have you guys thought about that? Because I have no idea about that. I've never experienced this before.
It's going to be one of those things where I guess the price it holds is what people are willing to pay for it, what that ends up being. And we need to see a lot of the things, what it entails. Like, I think once we get more information with what GVOL really is going to bring and the advantages of holding it, it could be worth a lot. Who knows? Time will tell.
Anybody is welcome to my GVOL, by the way. They're only $5 million each. That's it. It's a deal. You get 2 for $10 million.
Man.
Mr. Mark, he's not putting in 125 million, by the way. This is just the amount of that's the amount of all the liquidity pools put together. But he's not putting in 125 million, Mr. Mark. It'd be nice, like, because Bryan is worth a lot of millions, but I don't think he's worth us $100 million yet. Not yet. He's close, but not there. I think he's worth like 40 or 45 million.
All of it in, that would be the ultimate.
Greek, what are the fudders saying in that Discord? I know you guys like to go in there. Where did he get these partnerships?
Let's see. A lot of the stuff I brought up was things that they bring up, of course, Not really.
Crypto. We saw that.
They always say, oh, look at the price. Every time the price goes up, they shut up. Every time the price goes down, somebody sells. Look at you guys. We told you.
These are all people reacting to the video that I played. So that's pretty funny. Yeah. Everybody liked it. I'm glad.
And does this in his work car, doing all these shots of a video, and people outside are probably just staring at him as he's making these faces.
Yeah, I make it. The people are looking at me, and but you have to, it's like being on stage. You got to perform with everyone watching you. Like, it's the way it goes.
Yeah, you don't care. I wouldn't care either.
Of course not.
It does suck when I'm at work in the parking lot making my videos and somebody walks right by.
I wish I could see that.
They always stare at you, and you're like just talking to nobody in a car. And I started putting the headphones on, so they think I'm on a call. So at least that's. But it's just weird. They always give you like the look, and you're like, dude, it's okay.
Terry A says, "Can someone get DP a good shrink?" I need to talk to somebody. Oh man. Buy the dip, says Curly. There she is.
Curly knows what's up.
Yeah, we've been bad luck on this stream. Okay, I'm just gonna say that we've lost some price, but it's okay because the end goal is the same. Get an ESCO early. That's always been the goal, and watch ESCO go to the moon. That's my goal. So really, where the price is right now, I'm not really. Unless if you're looking for a buy-in opportunity, you surely got one right now, as opposed to earlier today.
Yeah. It's not like unless the price dips 30% after you buy. Like I'm saying, if it goes up and you've made profit, it goes beyond 30%. So it goes 40 or 50%. You've made that much. If it doesn't drop, if you sold, let's say that you made 50%, so you essentially made a 20% gain. If it doesn't drop 30%, then there's no reason for you to buy back in my opinion. Because I'm talking about it with the same money that you just made.
And the higher the price, the bigger. So at 180 to make that round trip like even feasible. I think it's got to dip to like in the 120s, maybe even lower. This is just me off the top of my head, so nobody go and say Greek doesn't know what he's talking about. It's a bigger swing to actually get back in with these spreads here. So it gets more non-advantageous to do it right now, but they still do it, some of them. And it's easier when you're controlling the spread, if you're the whale and you can, because your buys actually affect things. Whereas if you're not, it's risky.
Florida's Finest said the transactions created on the Vulcan blockchains will be immense. On top of the fact that the entire blockchain has been built with all kinds of transactions already built into it for us to be able to make money. So you've got all this kind of stuff that's going to be coming to the blockchain. And on top of that, we have to interact with it every single day.
And I saw your super chat. What's that 99.999% chance Q2? That got me excited yesterday. I was on the golf course. I saw that. I was really happy about that.
And because what I was going over yesterday was the Vulcan blockchain. And I said, look, everyone who's wondering about this gamma and whether or not we're going to get through everything else in time for us to be able to release in quarter number 2. So I said, look, all these things are done. Like, I'm going to take you to the page now so I can give you an example. And I went through all the things. And I was like, this is done. This is done. This is done. This needs to be tested out. This is already built. You just got to do this. This is already done. This is already done. We're not worried about in this phase where they're going to be picking, the winners of the grants. Nobody cares about that. That's, so we could consider that done. Like, nobody, So I was going through all these different things, and I went through step by step. And Bryan put that up. He said, you're spot on with everything that you just said. I don't see any problem here. That's the hardest part. The number one thing, right, Chris?
Exactly.
This is the number one thing. And Greek, the number one thing that we needed to get through was gamma. That's the hardest, longest, most tumultuous one, because there was so much involved in this rebase that they needed to get nailed down. After that, though, everything else is going to go pretty smoothly and pretty quickly.
Yeah. Did everybody see that? I guess Biz screenshot the super chat that Bryan did.
Yeah, and he shared it in every Discord.
Yeah, shared it everywhere, and a lot of people are picking up on it.
Exactly.
A family member that doesn't follow much what we do actually mentioned it to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that."
Well, it looks like Bryan just bought a $10,000 using the SIF. I'm getting that in the comments. And if you look, it's now back up to 160. Chris, did you make your buy yet?
No,
I'm Greek.
It was 135 when I just looked. So
oh my god,
dipped and then went. I'm trying to get on my Discord to see all the.
Yeah,
the bots.
You didn't get it,
keeping up. It's one.
Not yet.
I lied. It was never 136. My bot switched place.
No, I never got down there.
SIF bot.
It's like 159.
Yeah, the SIF bot overtook where the price bot was, and the SIF was at 1360. So I was looking at the SIF because just out of habit where I normally look at the price. I was actually freaking out. I'm like, wait, the price is 135. That's crazy. I was almost getting ready to start buying. So I was mistaken in my own mind just now. It's 160 is correct. Yeah.
Well, that's still pretty good. That's like a 10%. It's 10% gain. It's just 10% lower, right? Something like that. 12% lower.
It's not bad.
We got up to 185 today.
It's an opportunity. Earlier at 180, you were like, should I buy? Should I buy? Should I buy? How much higher can it go before launch? And now at 160, all those on the fence they're probably going to be like, yeah, I got to get in.
Gus Navarro says the volume that ESCO brings to Vulcan will be very decent. I don't like that language, bro. Like, what kind of... Gus Navarro, what are you saying that for? It's going to be very, decent,
It's just going to be all right. Oh, my gosh, I have no neck.
It's going to be very, very okay.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Guys.
Oh my God, the volume that ESCO creates is going to be so okay.
As long as the volume is higher than Prado's volume when he talks, okay. We're good.
Yeah, it went down to 157. Now it's up to 160. So there you go. Yeah, Sip Time says Aris Disla.
We all love this.
I'm
All of us.
just not understanding what arb trading is, says Solomon Patel.
All right.
It's arbitrage trading.
So how it works?
Go ahead
Two
and explain it.
different prices in a pool. One's going to be higher, one's going to be lower. Sometimes they're going to be equal, but that will be very, very slim. It's going to be equal for a few seconds. Obviously, you have so much trading going on both sides. What you're going to do is you take the one that's lower. Let's say it's the Safuu Esco pool. You're going to buy in Safuu. You're going to go and swap for Esco. Now you hold Esco. The BNB price that's higher, you're going to want to sell into BNB because that's higher. So you just keep buying into the low end, selling into the high end, and you make money on the spread. So let's say the price of Safuu Esco in that pool is $100 per Esco. Just throwing out a random number. Let's say it's $150 in the Safuu BNB, the Esco BNB pool. You're now selling, and you're getting that advantageous $50 extra per token on making that sale. So that's where the arbitrage opportunities are coming. Now, which way they flow, it can change on a dime. We won't know till the day of which way they're going, which way the pools are going. But when you have 500 different pools doing this, there's a whole lot of trading that can happen because you can now take it, go into one, then just keep cycling. And you have 500 different ways you can play this. And having the D-app where you can see this is going to be advantageous to all these traders who are going to be doing this. So it creates a lot of volume. You don't even need a lot of holders per se to get this volume. You have people on the outside just looking at opportunities to make money daily, and they're going to be coming in. But all that is going to be advantageous because people are buying Esco. What happens on every transaction? Vaporization. The less Esco in circulation, the higher the price. It's going to be wild.
Well, I'll bring it up for you right now, El Mayor.
The Vulcan chart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he said Safuu chart, but this is the Safuu chart. There's no Vulcan chart yet. There's no Vulcan chart yet. I mean, there's not. It's not out yet. It's not out yet.
This chart upside down. That's going to be the Vulcan chart on day one.
Yeah. There's no Vulcan chart. El Mayor is one of the people that I was talking about in the video that I just played. This is El Mayor, everybody, right here.
Can someone help me, please? I haven't been here in a long time. Just need. I haven't. I don't know. I didn't. I haven't been around in a long time. It's been a while. I'm sorry if anybody's asked this question, but if someone can please help me, it would be helpful. When launch? 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 So no one's going to answer me. Is that the way it is? Come on. It's only been a few months. And it was Safuu. Now it's Safuu X. Where's my Safuu? Anybody know? Can someone help me? Please? I mean, I got a life too, don't I? I got a life. What's wrong with this guy? Now, I haven't been around in quite a while, but I sacrificed Safuu, and I don't know what to do next. I just asked, what happened to the Safuu? I sacrificed the Safuu. Why is this guy getting all pissed off about this? Guys, I sacrificed my Safuu some time ago. Does anybody know when we're launching? I didn't do anything. I haven't seen what's going on. Can someone tell me? Why is this guy pissed off? When launch? I don't know. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. What's the big deal? What's this guy's problem? When launch? When launch? When launch? When launch?
Sorry, El Mayor. It just sounds like you haven't been around in a while.
Even better than Where's the Dap. The Where's the Dap was the first one, but that's just, I love it. I love all the Prado impressions. Oh.
It's like these people can't pay attention to steady one. Pietro Savastano's loving it. So is Vinci Lima, Kelly Production, Senor Rojo. They're all liking it. Let me see. Did we have another question? We're gonna start wrapping it up here, guys, because we're now at an hour in with the countdown at 10 minutes. We're at an hour and 10 minutes now, so we're gonna start to wrap things up because I think we've answered everyone's question, giving them some entertainment. What?
I just want to plug Miss Worldwide is going to be on with Odonato. So if you guys want to check and support her, that's on today, right? At 3?
I think it's at 2:00. Thanks for reminding me. Yes. Mrs. Worldwide on and Biz, if you could put the link down there, it's going to be on handicapped and hot topics on her channel, and she's interviewing Odonato Crypto today. In her series that she's doing, talking to the men of crypto. So the real men of crypto, as it's titled.
Already haven't watched. Chris Cruz was on with her. I was on with her. So go back, check those out. Give her some views. Give her a like, subscribe, and you get to see the Greek and Chris Cruz.
You know, people are listening to you guys on that stuff because I keep getting followers when Daniel's on, so it's sporadic. But the other night when you talked about my YouTube, I picked up a bunch of subscribers, and today when Bryan said it, I picked up more than 50 subscribers today.
Nice.
Bryan's
So
got some power.
the community people, they're listening and they're out there. And Biz, and the great thing, Biz always puts it in the comments, and they can easily go to it. But it is my channel is growing. Like every time I can tell when you guys say something, because I'm like, oh, where'd these subscribers come from? And
Well, I'm glad. That's fantastic. Yeah, I try to get everybody some love. Make sure everybody is aware of everybody that's out there.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great.
I will say this about Prado. His
up to
word
550.
made me in this community when I first got started. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you're very welcome, Greek, because I love you, brother. This guy's done nothing but fantastic stuff since he's gotten with us. Don't you guys love Greek?
Yeah, how can you?
I mean, look at him.
Man? He's the Greek.
Look at me. I got a polo with little flowers on him. Who does that?
But so yeah, let's go. I'll start with my final thoughts. I think this is fantastic. I think it's going to be a freaking grand slam with nobody on base, if that's even possible. It's going to be a freaking grand slam with nobody even on base. It's going to be that big. It's going to be that powerful, and I expect big, gigantic things starting on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're all going to be leading everybody up to it. And then right afterwards, right after everybody gets that buy and that thing comes on, Greek is going to go back live, and I'm going to be on there with him and everybody else. And we're going to talk about it because I'll be on my way to work.
Well, Daniel, I want to add to your grand slam. Bryan is loading the bases as we speak.
Yes.
That's a good.
Yeah. So
Wait.
Bryan's loading the bases, and Safuugo is going to be a grand slam.
I'll just keep it short and simple. If you think Prado's excited now, you have another thing coming Wednesday night.
Yeah, he'll have 8 hours to show his excitement.
And then the 2-hour show after we buy in,
Man.
Prado's going to be on cloud 9. When we're having the celebration of how much people got, and now you can see the price action.
Yeah. Off the charts.
Absolutely. Well, that's good. We're going to leave it there, everybody. We're not going to do a rundown because I'm on everybody's channels and everybody does something different, but we're all together now. We're just going to wrap it right there, everybody. Thanks for being here. And we will see everybody next time.